All right, guys, welcome back to Grow the Earth. And today we're going to talk about these guys right here. This is probably one of the most consumed vegetables in the world. Every group of people, all the different nations around the world, all know what a potato is, and and every one of them has something potato in their diet. It's a very important agricultural product for us as gardeners and also, for everyone around the world. So, this should hit home for a lot of people if you want to grow your own potatoes. The first thing we got to talk about when we talk about planting potatoes is, do I need to buy seed potatoes from a supplier? Can I just use potatoes from the store? I can tell you, in all the time that I've grown potatoes, I've never bought seed potatoes. They've always been leftovers that didn't get used fast enough and started to chit out already. If you need potatoes, you don't have to buy seed potatoes because usually those are only offered at a certain time of year, which is typically they offer them at the optimum time for the people up north because the ground is actually workable at that point. And down here in the south, you can pretty much grow these things year round. So let's get to what chitting is. Chitting is whenever your eyes of your potato actually start to sprout and form plants. So whenever you're eating a potato, you're actually eating the seed of a potato plant. Just like most other plants, the seed is what grows a new plant. So, ergo, that is a seed. And whenever you have chitting, which is the eyes that are starting to grow a new plant, that's the time to put them in the ground. You can plant them if they haven't started doing this, perfectly fine. They will grow. The only difference is you've got to watch how much you water them because they will start to rot and not form a plant. But once they're at this stage to where you've actually already got a plant forming, it's not as crucial. They will absorb the water and it won't rot so much because you've already got a plant that's taking off. You can do the same thing with sweet potato. This was actually a sweet potato that we got from someone and forgot that we even had it, and it started growing plants. Now, with sweet potatoes, you can actually let this grow, snap this plant off, plant it, and continue to sprout more off of your same sweet potato. We are just going to plant the part of the sweet potato that has growth on it and let it grow. You'll notice that I'm not dealing with a whole potato here. I'm not dealing with a whole sweet potato. Some of these are not whole potatoes. That is because you can take these seeds, and where there is an eye, which you can see that would be an eye, that would be an eye, that would be an eye, that would be an eye. Wherever there is an eye, and this is the same if it's a sweet potato or a regular potato, that is where a plant could possibly sprout from. So if you have a plant that has already sprouted two, like this sweet potato has, you can actually go in and divide this plant, this seed, in half. And all you have to do is let it dry out for a day or two before you plant it. We want to have a dry scab or scar over wherever you cut it from before you plant it in the ground. Because where they're scabbed over like this, then it won't absorb a whole lot of water through here and rot it out. Potatoes are actually relatively easy to plant. Uh, Basically, you need good, decently loose soil. The looser the soil, the better, because as the plant grows out the top, it is growing roots and tubers below because that seed is actually a tuber. It's a section of the root of that plant that actually swells up and starts growing. So, if that tuber is going to grow, just like with a carrot or any other root vegetable, that soil is going to have to move out of the way or it's going to get constricted and it'll either that tuber will grow any way it can in order to grow. So if there is hard compacted soil on one side, it will grow to the other side. If there's hard and compacted soil all the way around it, it will grow down. Whichever way it can grow to make its fruit, that's the way it will. You don't want them coming out of the ground because they will start to get green. Now, the green part of a potato is it won't kill you, but it can make you sick if you've got touchy stomachs and so forth like that. So we want to try and keep anything we can below the ground as far as potatoes go. All right, guys. So I've already taken the liberty of kind of laying out where I want my potatoes to go. So you want to give them some room around each other because they are going to produce you have a bunch of potatoes that are going to be underground and you don't necessarily want them running into each other. So you want to give them some space. But for regular potatoes and for sweet potatoes, you're going to want to plant them down about 4 inches. So what we're simply going to do is we're going to dig down 4 inches. We're going to put our potatoes in and we're going to put some fertilizer in with it. So again, we're going to come in, we're going to dig down about 4 inches. Now, if you watch another channel called Epic Gardening, they did a very good video to where they did some scientific testing about planting these deep and all of that. And they found that actually 4 inches, 4 to 6 inches was about the best spot in order to put your potatoes down for productivity and all that nice stuff. So we're going to go about 4 inches down. Now we don't have to get accurate and get any kind of tape measure out or anything like that. The only thing that we've got to do is we got to make sure that our eye or our plant is facing up. So that plant is facing up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of our fertilizer here. We're going to put a little bit on each side. And then we are going to cover it up. And that is pretty much it. Again, all we got to do is make sure. Now, see, like this potato here hasn't sprouted. What we have is we have our eyes, right? So we need to make sure that our eyes are facing towards the surface. That way that plant, when it starts to grow, can grow up and not out this way or possibly down or another direction other than what we want. All right, guys, one of the tips that I'm going to give you too is whenever you're planting these, you can simply use a body measure, which on most people, index to about the middle of your hand is about 4 to 6 inches, depending on the size of your hand. So I'm going to finish planting the rest of these out, and then I'm going to bring you back for your aftercare tips after you plant them. All right, so we've got all of our potatoes and our sweet potatoes planted here. And you saw in the beginning there wasn't that many because we want to give them plenty of room to spread out and grow. When we planted those seeds in the ground, we gave them a little fertilizer directly around the potato itself. And that is perfectly fine. I've done it every year I've ever planted potatoes, has never not made them sprout, and has actually I've gotten pretty good harvest out of them. And what I usually do also is take some more fertilizer and we're going to put it on top of the soil as kind of like a side dressing. Now we don't need to go crazy here. Just a light dusting. And then we're going to water all of this in really good. Not only because we want to give our soil some water, but also because we want this fertilizer that we just put on the top of the ground to kind of water in. That way it is not able to blow away, able to move in certain areas and things like that. We want it to stay kind of where we put it, and we need some water to do that. Now, you're not going to see your plants come up immediately. That's not how potatoes work. Once they get in the soil, they're going to, gain a little traction by sending out some roots, and then they're going to send the plant upwards in order to gain sunlight so that it can make potatoes below the ground. So whenever you get your sprouts up, give them regular water. They don't need a ton of water at this stage, but once they break ground, you're going to need to start watering them pretty regularly because we want that water to be there for that plant. After everything grows up, you'll actually start to see, usually in about 3 months, you'll start to see the tops start to yellow and kind of die. Your plants are not going bad. That is a natural cycle of potatoes. As these tops die back, it is drawing that energy back in order to make the potato beneath the ground, and it is basically growing your potatoes at that point. So if you pull up your plants before that and you don't find any potatoes, don't be surprised because your tubers, your potatoes are actually made toward the end of that plant's life cycle and not at the beginning. The first thing it's going to do is it's going to consume the potato you put below the ground, send out roots, send up a plant. Once it starts gathering sunlight, that's when it begins to make its root system, and then it starts making the tubers below ground on the roots. And as those get to a certain point, the plant up top will start dying and drawing back into your potatoes, and that's where it makes its last big push to make the bigger potatoes. So be patient, wait for the tops to die, and then dig your potatoes up. If there's a little bit of green on them, it's not a big deal, but you are going to have smaller harvests if they haven't died back mostly completely. The only requirement that potatoes need is the soil has to be above 50 degrees. So if you're up north, once your soil temperature gets above 50 degrees, you can plant potatoes. If you're in the south, as long as your temperature is above 50 degrees and you've got more than 3 months before our winter hits, you can plant potatoes. You can literally plant these all summer and you can get multiple harvests, especially down here in South Texas to where it's above 50 degrees for the majority of the year. You can get 2 or 3 harvests of potatoes out of the ground every year, and they keep relatively well as long as they're away from sunlight and moisture. So, guys, again, I thank you for joining me today. Hopefully, this is something that you want to do in your own garden because it doesn't take a whole lot to gain quite a few potatoes that will be worthwhile enough for you to plant potatoes for. I want you to like, subscribe, share, comment, and all that nice stuff to keep the algorithm happy. And as always, I ask you to pray over your family, pray over your garden, and have a great day.